working now. So how are you doing, guys? It's a great day. Come a little bit closer. We're going to talk about a little crystal today that I don't think I've ever talked about. It's a lovely crystal, and it's a great crystal to work with when you're on a path of healing, both emotional and physical. So it's a great crystal for both. And it's a crystal that I kind of struggle saying. Chrysoprase. I've got it here because I always struggle saying it. Chrysoprase. I always struggle saying it, guys. I've got dyslexia. Chrysoprase. It's a beautiful crystal. Forget the name, but here it is. Have a look. Can you see that? And sometimes you can get a little bit of matrix there, a little bit of slight different colours in there. It's beautiful though. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous crystal. I remember working with this crystal probably about maybe 5 years ago. It took me a while to get hold of this crystal and learn about it. And working with a really nice gentleman who was very, very much into the spiritual world, but maybe 3 years he was into it. I remember him really clearly because he was struggling between his health and spirituality, and he always believed his health was causing his spirituality's stunt in growth. And of course it's true to a degree, it does stop our growth, but I don't think it holds us back. I think they work hand in hand, and I think the more we become healthy, the more we attune to our heightened awareness, with a pineal gland and everything functioning in its highest work, really. He wanted to become a healer, but I said it would be better when you are healthy. And he was going through certain things. I don't want to mention those things because he might be watching, so it's nobody's business. But the issues that he was going through were a little challenging, of course. And we did work together. I was giving him healing throughout the weeks when he knew that he had to come, when he was on his medication that he wanted to, wean off eventually, come off his medication, and then he wanted to become a healer, which was a great thing for him because it was something for him to aim for and believe in and want. A bit like some people who go to Lords to heal, they save up all the money to get there and miraculously heal, whether it's cancer or whatever. And that's something I find fascinating. That's what I call the self-healing mechanism of anybody's body. I don't believe it was Lord's. I don't believe it was a miracle. I believe your body can heal itself if you believe in whatever it is you believe in. So if you believe in your body and you believe in your self-healing, then you can heal yourself, no problem. And so that's what we worked on together. And eventually, after about a year, after listening to his doctor, and the doctor was being great with him, very kind, understanding, he weaned off and he was eventually off the medication. And that was great because then he could come on the course. So he came on the course, and I remember the first thing I did on the course is while he was doing a healing session on a lady, I went into the other room and I saw this green crystal hanging up on my crystal tree, which I have in the other room. And I grabbed it and I came straight into this room and put it straight on him. And instantly that it was on him, he took it in his hand without him even knowing, in his hand, and his other hand was healing. That man never stopped healing his clients and himself, and he's an amazing healer now. And he uses this crystal on a daily basis. It's something that he believes in more than any other crystal. And I find that really commending. I find that's very beautiful. Some people would say, well, that's a bit narrow-minded. What about all the rest of the crystals? I say, leave people alone. If something works, then let them get on with it. Don't break something that isn't broken. Let them do it. So what I found with this gentleman is that not only he became a good healer, but he healed himself with this crystal day after day. And he told me that he used this crystal through the day and he worked with it every day, and it made his life, and he ended up buying more of this beautiful crystal. And that's his healing work. This is what he uses. So he just uses this one crystal. So every time I remember this crystal, I remember him, and I remember the power of this crystal. So what do I believe this crystal does? What's the quality of this crystal? There are many people, if you go onto YouTube, they will have their own expression, their own feeling. All I can tell you is what I have experienced with my clients over the 15 years of working as a crystal healer. So I don't read books. I don't believe in books for crystals. I believe in what worked for me and on my crystals. Now, if you heard me at the very beginning, every single body is a different body. Every single person feels a crystal in a different way. Therefore, you cannot say a crystal will do this. That's why it blows the whole concept of books out of the window. But what I can say is that my experience with this crystal, I noticed a pattern of this crystal being used and helped on people who were physical and physically ill in many different ways, whether that was emotional, psychological and physical, and as in pain and suffering in the body, which is all connected of course, and as well as the spiritual awakening. So they felt as if they were spiritually I hate that word, if they didn't feel that they were on a spiritual higher vibration of connection to their spiritual self and to the spirit world. So this crystal is a gateway to be able to help people push through or raise their vibration to that very energy of feeling the connection, but also feeling the sensitivity, the vibration, and all the right feelings that you need to feel as if you're walking a path of spirituality. The heightened awareness, everything that is needed is within this crystal when you wear it. Now, I love this crystal, and I did this deliberately. I love wearing this crystal with this crystal. These two together, you can even see it, you can feel it. Just feel it, them two together. To me, they are the perfect crystals that I would wear when I was doing my healing work on myself. They really are a powerful energy healing crystals together. With the tektite, it's an absorber of the energy that this kicks off that heals the body, because the vibration of this crystal is constant, and a lot of crystals aren't always constant. They kind of kick off an energy every now and again, a bit like you and I. You and I can talk to somebody and all of a sudden you can feel their energy and then it disappears again. This one is a constant energy boost, and I can feel it constantly. And I can tell you how I can feel it, because my heart is beating like really, I can feel my heart beating fast, and my sensitive ears are so sensitive. I can hear everything when I wear this crystal. And that is a good thing, because the hearing is also connected to your higher sensitivity. So if you're aware and you're hearing things, it makes sense that your awareness is more sensitive and you can feel things in that way too. So when you're doing healing work on yourself, you can feel your body, and actually you can feel the healing work when you're working with this. At this moment in time, it's healing my heart, it's strengthening my heart. Makes sense. I'm on a juice fast, so my energy is a little bit lower today because it's just juice. But I can still go for a run, I'm still fine. It's just that I'm trying to work with my energy. So you are probably seeing me in a different way today. You're saying, oh, Mark isn't laughing as much, Mark isn't heightened, and that's because I'm on a juice fast, and I've just done a 3.5 day water fast with just water. If you look at my face, it's slightly different now, right? I've lost a little bit of weight, and you might think, ooh, but actually, when you lose weight like this, it's actually your real weight. And when you're not doing the fast, when you eat, it's you're kind of like not overweight, but that's not your real weight. So this is really my real weight, okay? And I don't look so bad, do I, for 136 and 55 lifetimes? Anyway, it's a great day. Let me carry on. So this crystal is also great for grounding. A lot of the times when this heightens you up to a high vibration, you start to feel this, ooh, wow, and now you're in the energy of feeling where you want to be. I think it's good to be grounded because we can go too far. This crystal is a grounding crystal too. And one of the things is good to find, if you can, is this crystal sometimes has a slight brown energy there. When I say energy, a little difference there in the brown. See that brown? Well, that brown there gives grounding. So when you see brown, it's almost like seeing Mother Earth, the brown in Mother Earth. So it does ground you. This crystal does ground you. It does ground you even if it isn't there, but I always noticed that within my crystals that I chose. The green of this colour is healing. The green of the grass, the green of Mother Nature, the green that wants to heal you, the green that wants to give you balance, the green that wants to give you calmness. This crystal does all of those things. If you're in a situation where you have a partner or a child or a friend who is going through chemotherapy, who's going through whatever that issue is in hospital, if you have this crystal with you and you hold it, it will bring you calmness. Okay, this crystal isn't only for healers, practitioners, even though I've worked with them as that. You can still buy them and still work with them in certain ways. Self-healing, fantastic. If somebody is in bad pain in a physical thing, take it off and let them wear it, let them hold it. Beautiful gift. This is one of the most beautiful crystals to gift as well, just so you know. And it's great for the heart, it's great for the spleen. So one of the other things, spleen. Where they talk about the Kundalini, this is like somewhere down. I'm not really into this, but I do know that a lot of the times when I'm doing my meditation with this crystal, I can feel the base of my spine and it starts to tingle. So it has an effect that causes probably clearing of blocks, but it always seems to be at the base of my spine. So if you're somebody who likes to do meditation, this is a great crystal to just let it sit there and let it do its work. It's definitely an opener, an awakener. It brings a lot of peace into your life, a lot of calmness. I think I've already said that. And it helps you find your spiritual path, your spiritual growth. It allows you to not be too much in a hurry. So it brings a lot of, within that calmness, I think it clears a lot of frustrations of what you want now. And I think it gives you the kind of the feeling of accepting whatever it is. And I think that's challenging for a lot of us these days because we're in so much of a rush. So if you're impatient, if you're stressed, if you're always worried about things, if you need to know something, if you're always desperately in that energy in your mind and you need to find that peace, that calmness, then Chrysoprase is definitely the crystal I would recommend. If you're working together with two crystals, I would definitely recommend Tektite. Look at them, just divine. Okay guys, last drink. Oh my God, that is so good. That is so good. Can I ask you, when was the last time you actually ate a meal and actually really tasted every single thing on that plate and tasted it in your mouth and felt so thankful for what you were eating? Well guys, if you decide to do a little fast, whether it's half a day or 1 day, or 2 days or 3 days with water, or if you decide to do a juice fast, I guarantee you will feel better after it. It's a great day today guys. I miss you all. Take care of yourself. I gave the staff here Friday off because they needed a little bit of a break. They worked so hard, so they had Friday off, Saturday, Sunday. They're back Monday. So all products that you have bought, all your crystals, all your beautiful oils, thank you so much. They'll be sent off Monday morning. Once again, I can't thank you enough for being so beautiful, so loving, so kind, so caring, and thank you for all your hundreds of messages. about the oils and your crystals. I appreciate every single message, guys. I really do. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much.